see a complete different. Hello.
Hello, hello. How do you want to greet the world?
Hello, world.
Come on, don't be that shy.
Why? I'm not shy. I'm a little bit exhausted.
Exhausted
I
after
have
what?
to. I need some exercises to create a good mood on my side.
Okay, so that's why I'm here. Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course. Like every lesson.
I'm a mood creator, endorphin creator.
Okay. Once
Huh?
more.
What's more? Actually, you're supposed to give compliments.
Oh, we
That's
have to work on our script that we not have
that's
right
your
now.
duty to give compliments to your teacher.
I told you several times,
I don't
but
remember.
I have to do it right now
Let the world
or every
know.
lesson.
Every lesson, preferably.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
Don't
Wait a
suppress,
second.
don't suppress all those feelings.
I don't suppress these feelings, but you are the best teacher in the world.
Liar.
Wait a second. I'm not a liar, but I'm old. I have to write it down, not to forget it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
So,
And you held your spoke? Your not spoke, sorry, speech.
okay, good. Because I was very close to correcting you again.
Oh, and now you are disappointed?
Very. Because you didn't let me
Very,
do my
okay.
job.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, then, by the way,
You didn't answer the question.
what was it?
Yeah. Hmm. It was about holding a speech in front of
Yeah.
your family for your father, something like that.
Okay. But anyway, let's get down to work because we're here not to make any jokes. Of course. We are here
Okay.
we are here to discuss serious stuff. Hmm.
And you prepared something like every lesson?
What a joke.
It's not a joke. That's reality.
Really? We live in
Yeah.
different realities.
Of course. And I'm excited about the new topics today.
Hmm. Okay, so should I choose by myself or you will do it like every lesson?
What you are the teacher, right?
Okay.
And I'm the student, the A1 student, just to
A1
show it to the
minus.
world. Minus, yes, correct. So
Okay.
maybe we talk about, I don't know, vegetables or
Mm,
something like that.
not that thrilling. Let me check. Ah, dating. That's something that you are knowledgeable about. Mm-hmm.
Dating,
Yeah,
and and you know that I'm, or hope that I'm experienced in that field.
of course. Oh, sorry, sorry. That's about me. I mixed up.
Okay, now we are talking. Now we are talking.
Okay, good. So the first question, describe a perfect date.
Describe a perfect date. Wow.
Hmm.
And you mean the first date, the second, the third,
The first one.
the first one? Mm, Actually, when it happened,
Hmm.
that you meet, in my case, this woman, and there
It
is
will never happen.
no show.
No, it never happened. I mean, it was in the past, yeah? You're talking about the past?
No, you're talking about the perfect first date, and I will answer the question in general
Ah, okay. Because I thought that you were talking about your future.
about my future. Why do I have why do I have some dates? Because I'm not sure, but last time I looked, I was married.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I've no idea if that happens in the future, um, how the process will be, how to meet up with interesting women. I'm not sure.
Let's
Do
imagine.
I use a do I use an app, for example, or meet them in real life? I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, but where are your creative ideas, Stefan? Come on. I know there is something inside your head.
In my head, there are a lot of things in my head. But in this case, I wasn't prepared for that question, to be honest. But the perfect date in the future. Um, hmm. First thing is the place where I meet this women, or maybe men, I'm not sure,
Hold on, you
because,
said women, plural. You're going
yeah,
to
and I was
date
talking
like
about
several women
why
simultaneously.
not? Yeah,
Okay.
it's a speed dating. It's only speed dating for me, so it could be perfect if there are, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 men and women. I'm not sure what happened in the future
Hold on,
or
man.
what happens in the future. Yeah.
Okay, we have been
You
working
want
for
you want
so
me to be creative.
we
You
have been
want me to
working
be
for so long,
creative.
and there is something that I don't know about you.
No, 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 no. It is only the topic to be creative.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The place where we meet each other, I don't know, a nice cafe or restaurant, or
Boring.
I don't know. Yeah, I know it's boring because I'm not familiar with that situation for several years, I would say.
What several decades you
Um,
mean?
but if that is boring, what is more creative, more interesting?
Okay. For me, the perfect first date would be hmm, lying in bed alone with hold on, I haven't finished yet. With
We are we are talking about the same topic.
right. And you're holding popcorn in one hand. You're talking with that person using a camera, yeah? And you are in safety because that's the first date. You don't know this person, right? But your computer can protect you 100%.
And that's a perfect date if you need
Sure.
protection.
Yeah. The best protection in the modern world.
Wow, okay.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, to be honest, I would disagree at that
Mhm.
point or on that point because it's I think it's my standpoint first time this time to be in the real world, not in
Mhm.
a virtual world. May I think you have some conversations before via chat or via an online conversation or meeting, and then I think it's very exciting to see the person in real life and how he or she uh, behave in the real life. What's the sense of humor that's very important, and that is one of the most things that you're laughing together for most of the time. That would be perfect. And yeah, I lost. Wait a second, my bicycle of thoughts,
Your helicopter.
or you can call it like you call it a train of thoughts or something like that.
Okay. So why I
Yeah.
would disagree with you, based on my numerous multiple life experience connected with the disappointments during first dates, I can say that in most cases it was a waste of time, you know, like going in one direction, spending with a guy who turned out to be the opposite to what he was online, I mean, in our chat. And
Hmm.
yeah, wasting time on like pointless conversations. And when you have this online date, I mean, the first date online, then you can turn off your laptop whenever you want. And yeah, that's no disappointment.
Okay, no disappointment. But when does the time come to see, in your case, him in a real world? It's it's a surprise in any case, in any way, I would say.
Mm, well, if he passes my test, online test, in English
So
grammar.
you have online tests like a checklist.
Yeah, online grammar, English grammar. hmm
Okay, that's the test. And okay, and
Now you're not
that's
surprised
cool.
that I'm single, yeah?
At the first date, he has, yeah, at the first date, he has to do a grammar test,
Mm-hmm.
and you're eating popcorn
Mm-hmm.
at the same time. Okay, okay. Um, yes, now I understand a little bit of your situation right now. How many men passed the grammar test?
Next question.
Okay, cool. More than one. Um,
Uh-huh.
yeah, but we can be more specific. If we're talking, if oh, yeah, in German, if we are talking about the first real date in real life, that's
Mm-hmm.
more specific than the first date. Otherwise, we can say the first message is it a date? Is it a grammar test? Is it what is it? You are scared when you get messages from you, or when they get messages from you. Is it a test? A next test? I'm not sure.
Oh God. Do you think that it's a mistake? Hmm.
I
I
don't
would.
know if it is a mistake, but you waste the time online. Otherwise, you waste the time in real life. But in the result is you're wasting time.
Okay, then I have a solution here. Look, no man, no wasting. Hmm?
That's a good idea. That's a real good idea. The best idea I've ever heard of. The best. Yeah, best.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's so creative. It's
A fountain of
it's
ideas.
fascinating.
By the way, do you remember our
Yeah,
new word, like to describe in another way a clever idea? We had a new word in the past.
when in the past, 1 year ago, last lesson.
In 1994,
Yeah, that's what I thought about it. Nope, no,
it's connected
I forgot it.
here
With the head. Or
with
what do
your
you want to tell
brain. The
me?
first word is brain.
Yeah, my brain is not working today.
Come on.
At yeah, hmm, it's a good question. But we will waste our time. Don't find it, I think.
Again,
Maybe you have to help me a little bit.
I.
I I what?
Did you say I don't find it? I will not find it. Which tense?
I will not find it.
Okay. Okay, fine. Because you said I don't. You can say I
Yeah. Oh,
can't find it, but I don't find it. It sounds bizarre.
really? Didn't you read the newsletter this morning?
I forgot to check my box. Okay, brainwave.
Yeah. See, you forgot it.
Brainwave.
Brainwave. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll write
So,
it down. Brainwave.
Uh-huh. Don't forget to throw it away.
Mm,
hmm Very diligent
mm,
student.
could happen.
hmm
Could happen.
Okay,
Could
next
happen. Yep.
question. Next question. Do you remember what it
Where do
means?
we find these questions? Where do you find these questions? Do you prepare these questions this time, or
I'm always prepared.
yeah, but this time a little bit more than in other lessons, I think. So you have a plan in mind, right? Okay. First off, I don't know, 20 questions, and here we go. We are losing time. Let's go.
Ha. Okay. Um, do you know what it means go Dutch?
Go Dutch.
We had it in the past. It's a revision as well.
Oh, wow, wow. Okay, now I know how it works in that lesson. We had it 1996, I would say. Go Dutch,
For
because
example,
Dutch is Netherlands.
when you have a date or some kind of a meeting at the restaurant, cafe, and you go Dutch, what does it mean?
Eating in the Netherlands. Um, I have to. That's quite. Because I can't find it. Go Dutch. I'm I'm not sure.
Okay, wait a second. What's going on with my connection? I'm sorry. It's on my side. Hold on. Can it be
Is it
better?
on your side?
Yeah, it was on my side. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dear world,
Yeah, no problem.
our dear viewers of the most popular page on the internet. Okay, so go Dutch.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you explain it? Can you explain it? Maybe I will find it. Go
okay,
Dutch. It's in a restaurant or
yeah. When you pay the bill,
that and anyone has to pay the complete bill?
no, actually it's 50-50.
It's 50-50, and that means go Dutch, or is there another meaning behind?
Yeah,
Okay, go
yeah.
Dutch.
So if,
Hmm.
for example, you go on a date and you say, "Hey, sweetheart, today we go Dutch." So it means that she has to pay for herself and you pay for yourself. That is unacceptable in Ukraine because if you pay for yourself, that will be the first and the last date.
Yeah. I don't know. Last time I was on, I don't know, dates. We call it dates. I paid for everything because I learned it in that way.
Mm. But
So
it's quite typical, if not mistaken, in Germany, you have to go Dutch because women, they also work like as much as men, kind of. Yeah, they're
yeah,
well paid. So if you earn money, why cannot you pay by yourself? Why should I pay for you? That's the mindset of men.
and women as well,
Um,
especially in Germany and I don't know in Switzerland, to be honest, but in Germany they want to pay their own bill.
believe me, if you, how to say, pressurize them a little bit, insisting that, oh dear, I want to pay, she would agree.
No, no, I don't think so. I have some, and not on my side, but some friends of mine told me about some discussions in the end,
Mm,
why the man want to pay and the woman want to pay by herself, and it was a big discussion. Some
mm,
kind of trouble is in there. I think if you ask twice. Hey, I would like to pay. Is it okay for you? That's fine. And when she or he disagrees, then let them pay. It's very fine.
Okay. Are you sure that you need the word discussion?
Critical conversation.
Okay.
Äh, st- d- 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 It's not a clash, it's too much. In German, it is Streit.
Mm-hmm.
This is this is a situation right now where you can help me. I don't know if you're if you're familiar with this
Why
situation.
should I? Do I get money for it?
The ball is now on your side.
What will I get for that?
You have to ask properly because I thought it was one of their USPs,
Okay.
but maybe I'm mistaken.
Are you advertising? Okay.
um,
So let's do my job together. So look, I will write in the chat the first word that come on. How can I open the chat? I am. Here it go. Quarrel. Yeah, quarrel. It's the same as Streit.
Well,
Yeah. It's like
yeah,
verbal fight. Or
yeah.
argument. To have an argument.
Argument?
Yeah, to have an
Okay.
argument, it means sich streiten.
Yeah. I have another word in mind, but I'm not sure if that is correct. It's dispute,
Mm-hmm.
dispute. But I wasn't sure if that is the correct meaning behind in English.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Sometimes it looks easy, but sometimes not.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, of course.
So, and the question, let's get back to the question.
Yeah.
It's in present simple, but let's make it a bit different because it wouldn't correspond with you. Have you ever gone Dutch when dating?
Hmm. Tja, that's a good question. I don't think so. Because it's a long history, of course, in my case, because I'm not the youngest guy. But I would say no.
Hmm. Okay.
You? You?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Okay. So it was
Sure.
first and the last date then.
Um, Actually, I think that if during the first date, um, you, of course, you show your independence as a woman, like, come on, I can do it
Mhm.
myself. But if the man doesn't insist, then like it shows a lot and it tells a lot about how to say about his attitude towards women and whether he is really ready to
Mhm.
contribute and to kind of invest into the development of
Yeah.
the relationship. And because in any case, the financial part should be more on the shoulders of a man, since like women give birth to children, since women do more in the household, always, believe it or not. Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. And I completely disagree.
Okay, you are an exception. But I'm talking about the Ukrainian reality. Seriously.
Yeah, that's the difference. I
I
think
can I can hardly find any man in Ukraine who really does anything in the household.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the difference between these two countries. And I think there are other countries where it is not on the same way to live together, and that's why I disagree, because you're in a household, you're Um, you are. Wait a second. Wait a second.
One, two.
Um, no pressure, please. No pressure.
I have no pressure. I'm just
Uh,
talking to myself. That's it.
you are responsible for the household together at a split 50-50%, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the women, the wife gives birth and so on. Um, but I think if coming back to the topic, if that tells you a lot about the man, I think it's my personal standpoint. Second time. That there are more important things to know about another person, and there are more important things that you, wait a second, either like or not.
Mm,
Was it correct, either?
yeah, yeah. Either
Ha!
I like it or
Mic drop. Mic drop.
okay. By the way, that's very good, very well said. But I have a question. Your favorite
No
phrase,
grammar.
you really love the phrase from my standpoint, right?
Yes, yes, I like it.
And what would be my question? What do you think?
Can I use another word or can I explain it?
No, you don't have to explain. You can use something different.
Um, I would choose, or I choose, point of view.
Say it in the right way.
My point of my point of view. What do you mean with the right way? Isn't
From
it correct?
my point of view.
From, yeah, I forgot from.
Mm,
Okay.
okay, what else can you say? More?
Why just more than one?
Because I'm
Oh,
demanding.
I understand. Another one. Hmm. That's a good question.
I can help you if you want.
No, maybe you can help me. That would be, I would be very thankful and grateful.
But what will I get for that?
Again, you have to ask properly. That's your task to help me getting A2 level. That's your task for the last month and next month, I think.
Okay, so look here. What would you do without me? Okay, in my, you can say opinion or in my humble opinion.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And another one?
To my mind.
To my mind. Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I know these phrases, but not in that to use it in that situations.
What about the phrase as far as I am concerned?
Hmm. Sounds good. Sounds really good.
Do you know what it means?
Um, as far as I have to look, you wrote it in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here on
On Zoom.
Zoom. As far as I'm concerned, mm, I have to explain it in English then right now, or
Chinese, Japanese, you can choose.
Japanese. Yeah, okay. Mm, konnichiwa. It's I don't know. Um, it's your concerned is in German. It's Meinung, meinen. It's meine Meinung. I don't know. I missed some words in that
Okay.
translation? My,
Um, Actually, here, it's an adjective in our construction. Concerned is an adjective, and as far as I'm concerned, it's the same as far as I know.
so viel ich weiß, and I have to translate it in German from me. Yeah, so yeah, okay. But isn't it the same like in German nach meiner Meinung oder meiner
Meine Meinung
Meinung
nach,
nach?
it's in my opinion.
It's in okay. Then I was completely wrong.
It's fine, don't cry.
Yeah. You are right. To
Again.
say that. No, 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 that hurts.
Uh-huh. Okay. So we're done with this topic about going Dutch, right?
Going Dutch, we disagree.
Mm-hmm.
That was the result out of our conversation, yeah.
As usual.
But we finished it. It's as sometimes we agree, sometimes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Next one. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Ooh, that's a compo. Mm, I think it could happen, but I never faced that situation
Mhm.
or experienced or faced
You can say face a situation or encounter.
encounter
Mm-hmm.
kind of situation. Um, I think the on a first view you can
At the first sight?
at the first sight
At first sight.
sight at first sight you can find someone attractive or interesting, and I think love develops between the grammar tests and going Dutch and all these kind of things.
Very cute.
This
You're
is where
practicing your new vocabulary and grammar.
that's what I try in every lesson.
Really? Who is a
Yes.
liar here?
um, yeah. Yeah. I never faced that situation,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you do it online. How can it be then the real love when you meet one a woman or a man online?
You know
You
what?
can't feel it, you can't smell it, you can't touch it. It's
Actually, I will share one life story, hilarious story. Once I had a demo lesson with one student from Mexico, and when he saw me,
a what? A demo lesson?
it's a
A demo
trial.
lesson. Sorry. Yeah, a demo lesson. Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh. So, and when he saw me, he was so mesmerized. You know this phrase, yeah?
Hmm. Go on. And now he's living next to to your flat, or what? What do you want to say?
No, no, no. He was so mesmerized that like after our first conversation, I mean after our trial lesson, he dropped a message like, "Can you imagine how beautiful our kids would be?"
Hmm. There was nothing in subtext. Nothing. It
Yeah.
was clear. 100%. Go for it. Fight. Attack.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah. So actually he
And could
invited
you imagine that? Could you imagine that?
actually
How beautiful your kids would be?
uh not really, not that fast. But that was a hidden plan behind how to say pulling me to come to his place, to fly to Mexico.
Yeah. Okay. Phew.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But you that was one student, right?
Let me think. Well, I had others, but they were not that direct.
Not that direct. How direct are there or were there?
Well, they just preferred to be silent, to stay with me as a teacher, and to continue having lessons or taking lessons, just enjoying my atmosphere.
But how do you know that they are not that? Directly when they're silent.
Uh, Sometimes they had like a short weakness to reveal this information to me.
Huh, okay. Hmm, how stupid. No, not stupid. Was a joke. Yeah.
Yeah,
But do you believe in falling in love from the first sight?
at first sight.
At the first sight?
Well, if to connect this with me, then probably I would agree with you that it's about more attraction, not love. You can be really
Yeah.
attracted to the person. You can find someone that his, in my case, his energy can pull you somehow, pull you, but to call it love, not really. And actually, I'm convinced that if there is no strong attraction at the very beginning, then it cannot really transform into love because it's like the first step.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And if you believe that, okay, I just like him, he's fine, and I hope that I will love him in the future, it will never happen.
Hmm. But it has to develop
Yeah. But
from
it has to develop,
conversations, meetings.
it has to develop from something, from this seed that is attraction.
Yeah. I we agree.
Hmm.
With, can you imagine that we agree?
Yeah, because when you think that, okay, he's handsome, he has a charming smile, okay, he made a few good jokes, and that's it. But there was no like this energy connection, spiritual connection,
Yeah.
we can call it.
Yeah. I think it's not that easy just to be to making some jokes, be nice, be handsome. That's not that easy because you need that special
Charisma?
mm, charisma energy in that situation between both. You
Mm-hmm.
need that, and you can't create the energy on the other side. It has happened without pushing in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It was completely wrong. I see it on your face. You won't correct me?
Never.
Mm-hmm. You did
I
it. You
I
did
never
it.
do it. Never.
You lying.
Don't tell anyone.
No, 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 no. I won't tell. I won't
Mhm.
tell.
Okay.
Yeah. So next question. How many questions do we have left?
100 more.
Okay. Yeah.
till till
Maybe I need a bottle of wine then.
till 2028 we will finish.
Okay. And these are the um harmless ones?
Uh-huh, sure.
Okay. Okay.
As you
Then I need not one bottle, a couple of wine, many bottles.
hold on, are you drinking the wine right now?
No, it's a decaf.
Okay. Okay, one more question. Do you think fairy tales influence our choice of a partner?
Fairy tales.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they influence it? In which way? So, sorry. No, I don't think so. Now here comes my question. Why?
No, I don't think so. Okay. Do you want to know my humble opinion?
Yes, tell me your humble opinion.
Oh, okay. So, do you know why I'm still not married?
Not because of a fairy tale.
Exactly.
What?
I still believe that the prince will come, you know?
on
on
a
a
white
horse.
horse,
Yeah,
riding
the
into your
horse.
city.
Yeah, through the door directly into my bedroom.
Yeah. Why aren't you looking for a superhero like, I don't know, Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, all these,
Who told you that I'm not looking for him?
but it's not a fairy tale.
Well, I think that all these Superman, Spider-Man, all that stuff, they were created somehow from fairy tales.
That's interesting. Interesting. Where does Spider-Man come from? Hmm, that's interesting. Okay, but so you're looking for some some Spider-Man then, and
I want to be in his net.
yeah, okay, understood. Check. Okay, and that's the real reason, without lying, that you're looking or waiting for I don't know, a prince or a superhero. Then
Actually, it wasn't a joke because I'm a superwoman. You know that.
yes, and you need the right piece. And this one, I think we are talking about men, has has to be um, a prince or a superhero. Then
Yeah, because you know, if you agree to accept something that is less, with less power, less potential.
whoa, is there a special online dating app around, especially for superheroes or princes or royals? I don't know.
Reels.
Just to
Uh,
date the king of, I don't know, the Netherlands.
uh-huh. Yeah. By the way, that's a good business idea.
That's not a good business idea.
That is.
Then go on. You
Nobody
have
in the
your,
world, I'm convinced nobody in the world has this idea.
yeah, you are right. You're right.
Okay. So, regarding who I need. No, actually, if to put these jokes aside, and if to answer this question about fairy tales, that definitely influenced and had some impact on me and my idea what kind of person has to be next to me, and like that everything in life is so smooth and happy, with these butterflies and miracles.
Mhm.
Usually these hardships that are in fairy tales, they are shortly described, really shortly, without any description of pain and suffering, you know.
Yeah.
So you're not really well prepared for a real life.
No, no. If you because it's a fairy tale, and it would be interesting. Is there a specific or the one fairy tale on your side that you're um, felt in love, or what kind of fairy tale do you like? Where is this the story behind?
Okay, let's say Cinderella. Do you know this fairy
Yeah.
tale Cinderella? So, and every time when I clean my apartment, or when I
How
wash the
long is your hair?
wait a second, it's not about probably this one that you're talking about, it's a Rapunzel.
Yeah,
And
but isn't it
Cinderella,
the same?
no, no, it's not the same fairy tale. Cinderella, it's about that girl who had a stepmother, yeah,
Yeah.
and she
Okay.
was
Oh, I
supposed to
got it.
clean everything, yeah. So, and every time when I clean my apartment, wash my dishes, I'm waiting till my prince will come, put me aside, and start start cleaning by himself.
Hmm. Is this that kind of fairy tale was that true in the end, right?
With what?
With that
Sure.
losing
Mhm.
shoes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
maybe you have to put some shoes on the streets around around your flat, and maybe someone is looking for the right person for that shoe. You can create your own fairy tale.
Sure. Okay. The first problem, I don't have any high heels, but I can put sneakers.
Sneakers with a little bit of perfume.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, but again, if you talk about fairy tales, uh, what about the childhood of your kids? Do you read or did you read fairy tales to them?
Yeah. Also
Okay.
Cinderella.
Okay. And do you think it has only a positive impact?
No, no.
Because?
Sometimes they're a little bit okay, brutal.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's not especially when we talk about Cinderella, it's not the behavior we want to teach our children, our
Mm-hmm.
kids, to be respectful to each other, and it's a complete opposite. If you're
Opposite?
talking about Cinderella, opposite, and if you're talking about Cinderella, the mm, mother, it's not mother-in-law, Stiefmutter,
Stepmother.
stepmother, the stepmother, and that's hard to describe. In the end, it's all good. I know it, but I think that can influence, especially young kids, in a different way. It's my humble opinion.
Mm-hmm. Good. By the way, what does it mean humble?
Humble. It's like uh, um, I
Do you
know
know
it.
do you know why I'm asking?
Why or who are you asking?
No, no, why I'm asking.
Because it's your job.
And one more idea?
Um, it's a test.
One more idea?
I don't know. I don't know.
You can say I have run out of ideas, yeah?
I could say that, but
I will
I
not.
decided not to say it.
Do you know what it means? I have run out of ideas.
Yes, yes, I know it. But humble, what does it mean? It's kind of um, it's not smart. It's in German, it's similar, I would say. Bescheiden,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. I'm not sure,
Yeah, that's
but in
true.
that area
But what could be the synonyms in English?
of humble.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are talking to B1, B2 student, or it's A1. Uh, um, oh, another words for humble.
That's called brainstorming.
Yeah, I'm running out of ideas.
Okay, you're still in the process, but you haven't done it yet.
There was a process in my mind, in my
Mhm.
brain. Mhm.
Okay.
Finished.
So,
Finished. You know
mo
the P that we are talking about last time?
so look, modest. It can be a synonym.
Modest. Never heard that.
Hmm. Or actually, quite a synonymic word could be shy.
But shy is schüchtern, right?
Yeah, but actually, in this context, when you say in my humble opinion, this humble is very close to the meaning shy.
Okay, and I could say shy opinion then?
No, you cannot, because in my humble opinion, it's a fixed phrase.
Hmm. Okay, to make it even more easy then. Okay, I understand.
Mm.
You can use that word, but not here. But it's nice to know for the future. If you get some tests online, use Shy.
We are preparing you for the world out there.
Yes, I know. And there are some words that I definitely need in the future. Shy,
Again,
for example.
there. You said
What do you
there
mean?
is. You said there is some words. Where is the mistake?
There are some
Mm-hmm.
words.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say there is? That's a stupid mistake, isn't
You,
it?
well, you can find the proof when you rewatch the video.
I never will.
I
Don't
will
do it.
never do that.
No, 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 no. Oh, no. And there's no option to have a look in that video again. It happens and it's done. It's okay.
It's forgotten forever.
It's not forgotten. I know there is something, but why should I do it again? Feel the emotions again of being corrected,
Humiliated.
being humiliated, being asked for synonyms. It's why. It's a big why behind.
Okay. Then, after
Yep.
this, why? I have a question. Why do you continue paying money for this pain?
What was your question?
Why do you continue paying money for this pain?
Yeah, from time to time I need it. And
Really?
it's yeah, of course. And it's because you're well prepared in every lesson. It's every you I'm facing new situations, but I have a look in that video. I have the same situation once and once again, and I don't like it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, are you tired? What do you think?
Not tired, exhausted, but it's not about it's from not from from our lesson. It's from the time before, and yeah, I'm happy to be 4 days off right now. 4 days.
That's cool. By the way, I have one more topic for you. A synonym to the word exhausted.
Hmm? Was there a question in that sentence? I'm sorry. There's my Wi-Fi doesn't work sometimes. Can you repeat it, please?
A synonym?
Mm, you want to know it this time, right? Exhausted. I would say I'm done for today.
Good, more.
Um, my brain finished working. No,
Mm,
that's incorrect. My brain stopped working.
okay, it means that you have died.
Wait a second. No.
Okay. Probably the,
Um,
do you
do you
know?
have?
Mm-hmm. Open the chat.
I'll open the chat.
Worn out.
Sometimes it's so easy, burn out.
And I will explain where it comes from. Actually, usually we talk about clothes. When we say worn out, it means it's like pretty old with some holes, that you cannot really wear anymore. So when we talk about very old clothes with
Yeah,
holes, then you say that the clothes are worn out. And
but can I use it in that context right now?
mhm,
I'm burn out then, or what?
yeah, yeah, it's like extremely exhausted.
Okay. And you use it for clothes app also? Worn out?
Hmm.
Wow. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. So are you worn out?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So, how do you want to finish your favorite part of the day?
Oh, yes. Getting homework.
Really? Liar. Mm-hmm. By the way,
Um,
actually, this time I would like to give you some homework
yes.
without.
Um, Let me guess. Guess grammar. Synonyms. Synonyms could be a good homework.
Okay, so we will discuss it further. Um, you can wave your hand.
Which one?
Both. Okay.